anytime you go outside, remember to bring disinfectant wipes so you can wipe away germs you bring back inside. Studies show that COVID can live on cardboard for up to 24 hours and plastics and metals for up to 3 days. So what to do about our mail? Or our groceries? Well, the CDC says you don't have to disinfect every little thing. So which is more effective in killing COVID? Hand sanitizer? Or good old-fashioned soap and water? Turns out washing your hands actually kills more germs than hand sanitizer. But hand sanitizer is so good on the go. You just have to remember to apply enough and don't wipe it off before it dries. With social media the new norm, friends, family, and coworkers are switching from FaceTime to screen time. Mary Rudaba is taking one of her daily strolls along the docks.
See how it's showing?
To check for blue-green algae.
We're still no further along than we were in 2005. That is frustrating.
A little more than a mile up the road is Outboards Only. Co-owner Phil Norman shares the same sentiment.
It's kind of like, again, really? Look at the water, it's disgusting.
Bob Marks says if algae continues to wash up on his beach, he might say goodbye to his family home of 15 years.
I can't go through this, watch the river just deteriorate. It's just continually getting worse every year.
This is Denise Velez's daily routine. Every morning before the sun rises, she wakes up her mother, dresses her, makes her breakfast,
Mira qué cafecita.
gives her medication,
Así, mira. Esta, ahí.
and even puts on her makeup.
Hey, qué linda.
Velez's mother, Nelita Toledo, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 7 years ago.
She was a very strong and independent woman. You know, she raised 3 children. I'm glad that I'm able to take care of her because she was so good to us. And she deserved the best.
All the while, Velez is also fighting to find a cure.
I started a team for my mom.
For 3 years, Velez has participated in the Walk to End Alzheimer's in Broward County. The event opened her eyes to how widespread this disease is.
It was good to know that, you know, you are not alone. Everybody, I think, is touched by this terrible disease.
Driving to Palm Beach Island on Okeechobee Boulevard can be a headache. Just ask Mari Delgado.
You know, with all the cars returned to get in and the boats passing by.
For 2 years, she's commuted to her job on Worth Avenue.
A lot of traffic to get on the island.
The city of West Palm Beach is working to change that. The downtown mobility plan suggests diverting traffic on Okeechobee and increasing trolley services, bike lanes, and walking paths. People living in downtown West Palm Beach who walk across Okeechobee, like Michael Pettit,
It's frightening.
like the idea of these plans.
That's progress, and progress is good.
But not everyone is on board,
Please vote no.
I'm also opposed.
including the town of Palm Beach.
More development equals more congestion. There's going to bring a lot of vehicle trips.
This is at Riggins in Lantana.
For Eddie Schmidt and his family, days like these are hard to come by. Today is one of those days, as Schmidt's son, Mark Goncalves, and his husband, Ozzie Medeiros, exchange laughs at their restaurant, Table 26 in West Palm Beach.
This is when we felt Mark was the healthiest.
Mark is addicted to opioids. It all began when Mark got infected with MRSA at 17 years old, and a doctor gave him Vicodin to ease the pain.
That prescription was supposed to last me a month, and it was gone in 4 days.
It's been heartbreaking to just kind of watch this unravel over the last decade.
Palm Beach County Mayor Melissa McKinley says she hears these stories all too often.
1 year, I spent more than $6 million just rolling out ambulances on more than 5,000 overdose calls. That's the tip of the iceberg.
The county is suing 29 pharmaceutical companies, including Walmart, Walgreens, Johnson & Johnson, and Teva Pharmaceuticals, for its role in the opioids crisis.
Each one of them chose to look the other way while earning billions of dollars at the cost of Palm Beach County's taxpayers.
We reached out to 13 of the 29 companies for comment. Of those, 3 gave us a statement. Running a coffee shop in downtown Lake Worth for almost 4 years, Justin Olive says he's seen his fair share of crime.
People OD, and we've had to call the cops on a couple drunk people.
The business owner says he welcomes any tools that can catch criminals.
I do think Lake Worth definitely needs to find ways to increase its security.
The city of Lake Worth is set to install 22 license plate readers at intersections throughout the community.
We want people to know, we want to spread the word that if you're doing bad things, don't come through Lake Worth because we're going to find you and we're going to catch you.
The city spent 5 years getting funds through a penny tax to pay for this technology. The mayor believes it will cut vehicle thefts, the #1 crime in Lake Worth. The city of Lake Worth plans to install the 22 license plate readers by the end of this year. However, they've already tested out a few of these devices and say they've resulted in arrests. Dissolving anxiety
high plank
with downward dog.
Elongate your spine.
Owner of Beat Love Yoga Studio in Tulsa, Joe Piccarelli, says the solution to stress is as simple as breathing.
To consciously come in here and breathe and move, it changes your behavior, it changes your body, it changes the stress level.
So to keep the peace, Joe is offering free classes to law enforcement.
It was a great outlet. I found it helped a lot.
David Bevan started taking yoga classes when he was in nursing school, and he says it improved his performance at work.
I'm a lot more calm. I can respond to stressful situations a lot better.
Steve Hargis is raising funds for a nonprofit. So when he got an email from a group offering to donate, he was intrigued. It came from the Guinness Foundation, based out of Paris. But when he read further, it asked for personal information.
So that was a red flag.
So he Googled the Guinness Foundation. The first result was a warning about the organization.
And that's when I decided to call to Works For You.
We showed the email to the Attorney General, the Better Business Bureau, and police. Their conclusion?
I would be suspicious of it.
Detective Matthias Wicks says first he noticed all the grammatical errors. Also, the letter doesn't explain how Hargis was selected and asks for way too much information.
If you're in doubt, then don't.
Still, no one could confirm whether the Guinness Foundation existed, so the problem solvers went to work to get answers. We emailed the Guinness Foundation. It came back as an error message. Then we called. Their number wasn't in service. Then we looked into the foundation's board of trustees. Reverend James Winterford was listed as the chief director. Turns out he's a reverend, and that's his photo. But it's not his name, and he doesn't work for the Guinness Foundation. He's a reverend in Clinton, North Carolina.
And it's a worldwide.
After learning this, Hargis is glad he asked questions.
Could very easily fool just about anybody.